Welcome to Behind the Scenes. My brother came to me last weekend and asked me to design and print something for him. He and his business partner own a shop where they sell and rent violins, violas, cellos, basses, mainly to school children. And I designed a piece for him. Unfortunately, it didn't print out completely. I don't know what happened, but it got, and I was printing it this orientation, so it went through 2 hours of printing and then just stopped. Oh, I know what happened. That was when I was having problems with the printer finding home. I had the belt, the X-axis belt too tight. I fixed that, but my brother came over and looked at. I printed a couple of these. He looked at them and gave me some suggestions. Let me go over here to. So this is the piece I designed. Okay, this is what it looks like. To give you an idea, let me come back to here. What he wants to do, he's got these tubes. These are string holders, is what they are. Strings for the violins. They come in apparently long, thin packets, and he wants to be able to put them into these tubes and pull the tube off the wall. So he wants something that will allow the tube to set. And I can show you here. Basically, he wants the tube to sit in like this. Okay, and then he can pull it out and pull it away from the wall. But he, oddly enough, was concerned that I was wasting plastic. I was using too much plastic to print the piece. I told him it was, I think the whole piece was 26 cents in plastic. But he was concerned that it was a waste of plastic. So he came up with some ideas and of what he'd like to see based on this design and how he would like to change it. So today I'm going to try and change this. So first thing, I guess what I ought to do is pull up. Let's see here. Let's go back to this screen so you can see what I'm doing. So pull out the calipers and take a measurement. All right, so this says 42.2. Yeah, 42 point. Well, all right, so we'll go with 42.5 millimeters is the diameter. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and I need to make some notes real quick. That will make this job a whole lot easier. Okay, so I'm going to type in 42.5 is the diameter. That way I've got that as just a base mark. All right, so let's come in here and see if I can design something. All right, and this is DesignSpark Mechanical. I'm learning it because it is, for me, it seems to be much more intuitive. So let's start with, let's start with a square. That will probably be the easiest way to do this. All right, so I want a square that is, let's see, we want a 42.5 plus 1 is going to be 43.5 plus 2, 45.5. So we'll do it 45.5 millimeters by 45.5 millimeters. Boy, that doesn't look right at all. Why is that not square? Oh, that's because I'm not, okay. I'm like, why is that not square? Oh, it's because I'm not looking on it head on. That's why. Oops. Control Z. That was interesting. Okay, so now, all right, so I want to take this face and I want to pull it and I want to pull it just 2 millimeters. Okay. Oh. So we've got a 2 millimeter extrusion. All right, now, boy, what I really should have done, let's move this. There we go. All right, so I believe that that's going to be center. That looks about center. Let's just verify. Yeah, whoop. All right, that's center. So, in this square, I need to make a circle. And we need the diameter of the tube is 42.5 millimeters. We need to make this circle 43.5. One extra. There we go. So we're going to do 43.5. Okay. And then we're going to do another circle, which is going to be 45.5. There we go. Boy, that's just slightly off, isn't it? Okay, well, let's do this. Let's go back to select. Come on. Why can't it? Why won't it allow me to select that? Select all. Let's see what happens if I move this. There. I believe that's what I'm looking for. That looks good. All right, so let's go ahead and go back and pull. Whoops. Where's my circle? Did I put it on the wrong side? Whoops. Let's go to select. Go to 3D mode. There's my circle. It's on the other side. All right, I don't know why. We go into here. Let me see where is my, it's on top. Okay, that's fine. That will actually work. So if I select this and I go to pull and I want to move it up. Whoop, why didn't it do that? Let's do Control Z. Come on, I want it to. What is going on with this? Let's try this again. And I just want it to go up. There we go. By 2. All right, so now I've got this cup, which is what the tube is going to sit in. Now I need to figure out a way to mount it to the wall. And to do that, what I'm going to do is I am going to draw a square. And let's see here. So if I hit F1, and let's see here. F1 brings up a help screen. Moving the sketch plane. Right now the problem is that the sketch plane is at the top of what I've just drawn, and I need to move it 90 degrees so that I can place it against the edge. That's my concern. Use the Move Grid tool to move the sketch grid. Make successive sketches by moving the grid after sketching close line regions. Close line regions turn into regions when you move the grid. The icon at the center of the sketch grid indicates the origin of the grid and moves with the grid as you move the grid. Okay. To move the sketch grid, click the Move Grid tool on the multi-toolbar, or click the Move tool and click the Move Grid option. Optional, select any sketch entities that you want to move along with the sketch grid. Interesting. Select a Move Handle axis. Drag along the axis of the Move handle to move or rotate the sketch grid. Okay, so click the Move Grid tool on the okay. Select any sketch entities you want to move with along with the grid, and select a Move Handle. Okay. So I click the Move Grid. Let's do this. That's what I'm looking for. There we go. Whoops. That was interesting. Not what I'm looking for. There we go. So now what I can do, yeah, close enough, is I can draw the square that I want, which is right here, and I want this to be, come on, really? All right, how do I display? How do I get it to not click to, oh, you know what I can do? I know what I can do. I can move, Control A. Let's select all. Is that okay? Select all. Move. Where's my, oh, because See, that's the problem. I need to... There we go. Let us move this down. Really? See, normally, click to select, double click to select a tangent chain, double click again to select a closed loop, drag to edit your sketch. I want to select this. Part of it is, there we go. And then I want to move, and I want it to be in boy, see, the problem I'm running into is that it is snapping, and I'd like to not have it snap. Let's do this. Can I move the center of the sketch grid? That's not what I want. Okay, press shift while dragging to snap the move to angular and linear increments based on your snap settings. Snap options. You can set snap options for sketching and editing solids. Units for snap options are set by your unit options for all documents. Let's see. Options from the File menu to display the DS Mechanical options. Click Snap from the navigation panel on the left. Modify options on the page. DesignSpark options. Okay, and then snap. There we go. And let's take that off. Okay, so now if I go in here, let's move this slightly. That's not what I wanted. Okay, fine. Let's go to here. Let's see if it'll let me. There we go. Let's pull this in. And I want to go from here. Wow. What the? That's not what I wanted. Where is... Stop it. See, that's half the problem right there, is I don't know. There we go. Now I've got to... Stop it. And it's... See, okay, so you're saying that's now on the line? All right, let's see if this will work. See, my grid lines, I don't know if you can see this on the video, my grid lines are, oh. Let's see if I can get this close enough. See, it wants to follow the grid lines, and the grid lines are slightly off. That's okay. This will be, let me think about this. I need at least 8, okay, 10, plus 2 more is 12. So we'll call this 12. Okay. And this is going to be 45.5. All right. Now, all right, so what I need to do is I need to pull. And I just need to pull this out by 2 millimeters. All right, so that gives me, oh, all right. That's interesting. So, yes, okay. That's fine. That's where I want it. Now, why is that not working? All right. Probably because I don't have all the faces selected. All right, let's do this. Let's go backwards. Let's work backwards. Let's do this. Can I? That moves the whole grid and everything. Boy, how can I? Yeah, that's moving the entire grid. I don't know how I got it skewed. I honestly don't. This is one of the problems with using this software is you know, I'm skewing this and I don't know how. If I do a move and I select, go back to here. See, it okay, so I go back into here. That's closer. That actually might be on. Okay. All right, let's see if I can draw my square now. That looks better. All right, so I said I wanted this to be 12. And 45.5. That looks about right. Let's see if I've got it here. I do. Okay. So now let's select. Go to 3D. Let's select this plane. Let's pull. And I want to pull it this direction by 2 millimeters. There we go. Control Z. That's where my problem is. All right. Select. There we go. Now I can do my pull. By 2. That's what I'm looking for. That's it. Okay. That is exactly what I'm looking for. Let's go back to select so I don't do anything silly. And again, I've got it. I don't know how. I've got it skewed again. I don't know how I did that, but okay. All right, but that's okay. While I'm here, and I've got a usable. All right, this is going to be string holder V2. There we go. All right, so now that I have a basic drawing, I need to attach it to the wall, and I plan to attach it to the wall using screws. So I've got a standard, put it up there to the camera so you can see it. It's a standard drywall screw, and I've already measured it, but I'll show you basically what I do. So I've got my calipers out. I am measuring the threads, and the threads are 3.56 millimeters. So if I make an opening 4 millimeters wide, that should allow the screw to pass easily. And the head is 8.24 millimeters. So if I make a larger circle of 8 millimeters, that should allow and then chamfer between the two. That should allow the countersunk head to fit in the area I make. So let's go back. Let's see here. Let's change that. There we go. So, and I'm skewed, but that's okay. I'm making a circle, so it shouldn't matter. I need to do a circle, and I need to find a point. Let's see here. Well, let's see what that does. All right, that's too high. Let's try here. 8 millimeters, just what I want. And then I want another one that is 4. I can just do 4. Okay, now I need to do the same thing over here. So let's see here. It's roughly 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in. And it is right here. So let's draw 8. Let's draw 4. Okay, so now I've got my 2 circles. All I have to do, go in here, go to select. I want to select that. I want to pull, and I want to do that. And I want to do that. So now I've got 2 holes. Now, if I do a select, and I need to I need to find, is there a chamfer tool here? I need to, I've got the chamfer tool here. I just need to figure out how to get it to, I need to figure out how, okay, F1. And we will go back over here to, there we go. So, all right. That apparently is not what I'm looking for. All right, let's do this. All right, let's do this. Let's select style override. No, don't want that. I want to select. And I want to pull. So I've got this menu up here. I just don't remember how I got into the chamfer menu. And if I go down here to chamfer, drag the selected edge to create an equal setback chamfer. Okay, fine, but it's grayed out, and I don't know why. That's the question. Let's see here. That's a revolve, pull direction. That might be part of it. Let's see here. No. Somewhere here I pressed one of these keys, one of these buttons here, and it gave me the ability to make a chamfer. I just don't remember how I did that. Okay, figured out what the problem was. You know, you use a tool and you know you've used it, but you can't remember how to get there. So here's what the issue was. I had to hit the fill tool so that when I click on the edge, it gives me the chamfer. Now I can use the chamfer to draw out to my 8mm circle. And I should be able to do the same thing over here. Okay, now I need one more thing. I need to there we go. So now I should be able to click on this edge and I want to round. Just like this. Come over here, do the same thing here. Whoop. Let's do this. Let's go backwards. Let's That's what I want. Okay. And now we'll do this one. There we go. Now I've got what my brother wanted. This is what he was looking for. Now, originally he did say he wanted to have some way of hooking them together. But then later he said, well, maybe not. So let's first of all, let's save this. And then let's save it as, save as. And we're going to change this to a PNG or so now I've got a basic form for him. Let's go ahead and do this and we'll save as. And we'll do this as a side. And we'll see, actually, let's do that one. Save as. There we go. So now I can email this off to him and see what he thinks. This should give him a good idea of, this is based on what he said he wanted, and so I'll email it off to him, and I'll wait for a reply, and we should get a go on it, I would think. Anyway, I edited this video heavily because I got lost, and I'm still learning this software, and so I spent a lot of time trying to figure out how do I do this, how do I do that. The more I use the software, the easier it will become. I will continue to use things like the chamfer and the rounding and all of that on a regular basis, which will, through repetition, I will remember how to do. The software is not difficult. It's actually very intuitive once you get into it. And honestly, the best way to learn from my perspective is to go in, have a fairly simple, this isn't that difficult. It's a square, a circle, a couple of a square, a circle, a rectangle, a couple of more circles, and then I just modified all of these in order to get this piece. If I knew, honestly, if I knew what I was doing, this would not have taken me nearly as long to do. But, this is learning a new piece of software. Don't be afraid to go in and play around with something that you've never tried before and see what happens. You may surprise yourself. Anyway, this has been the behind the scenes of how I designed the part that will be in a video that everybody else will be able to see. Thank you for supporting the channel, and I will see you soon. And you have a wonderful day.